Did you know Luffy was going to have a Zoan fruit from the start? Or that there's an entire freaking crew of ancient Zoans? Today, we're going to be looking at all 13 ancient Zoans, some of which you might have never heard of before. So, stay till the end. Marco consumed the Tori Tori no Mi model phoenix. This is a devil fruit that allows him to transform into a phoenix and a human phoenix hybrid at will. He also has a very developed mastery over this transformation, allowing him to alter select parts of his body as he wants to. As a Zoan, Marco is hella strong. So strong, in fact, that he was able to hold himself against two other Zoans, King and Queen. Being a bird-type Zoan, Marco can have wings in both his fully transformed and his hybrid form, which of course allow him to fly. He also grows sharp feet that can be used to deliver devastating kicks to his opponent. Apart from those shiny wings and sexy feet, the main feature of this fruit is to produce the so-called blue flames of resurrection, which have healing and regenerative properties. These flames cover the user after the transformation, but can also be used without transforming. The flames do not burn, spread, or give off heat like normal flames, but rather have a special nature that makes them superior in potency to ordinary fire. For example, Marco was able to overwhelm and inflict pain on Prometheus, a special fire homie made from Big Mom's soul. By enveloping themselves in flames, the user can rapidly regenerate from all injuries inflicted upon them, lethal ones included, much like a phoenix is said to rise from its own ashes. If the user wants to, they can even transfer the fire to other people so that they can also share in the fun of using healing and regenerative abilities. You know what else would be a lot of fun? Clicking that subscribe button and joining us on this journey to find our One Piece that is the silver play button. Click that button and join the Admiral crew. Coming up next is X Drake, the consumer of the Ryu no Mi model Allosaurus devil fruit. This allows him to turn into an Allosaurus and human Allosaurus hybrid at will. He also gains some cool and useful body characteristics, including extremely hard and sharp teeth and powerful jaws that are strong enough to bite through the stronger than steel body of a pacifista, causing it to bleed. His great reptilian tail is also a powerful weapon, capable of smashing people with incredible force. Next up on the list is Jack. As one of the all-stars of the Beast Pirates, he is very fearsome. Like, this guy was able to fight one-on-one for 5 full days straight against 2 rulers and the strongest warriors of the Mink tribe, who took turns against him every 12 hours, and he was never at risk of being defeated. Talking about his devil fruit, he ate the Zozo no Mi model mammoth, which allows him to transform into a full mammoth and mammoth hybrid at will. Since he is a devil fruit user, he lost the ability to swim, but because he's a fish man, he can breathe underwater. However, he still would not be able to move if he fell into the water, but hey, at least he wouldn't drown. You think these are strong? Just wait till you get to know about the guys at the top. If we're talking about all-stars of the Beast Pirates, we certainly can't forget about our queen. No, not that one, but this one. He may not look it, but he is hella strong. Not stronger than our queen, though. Queen ate the Ryu no Mi model Brachiosaurus devil fruit. That allows him to transform into a full Brachiosaurus and a human Brachiosaurus hybrid. As an ancient Zoan, he has tremendous durability in his Brachiosaurus state, as he was able to quickly recover from taking 2 hits from Emperor Big Mom. In his beast form, Queen can do some weird things, like detaching his neck and tail from his torso, which allow him to transform into a large snake with a powerful coil. So powerful, in fact, that he said he could even crush the bones and innards of Busoshoku Haki masters. Do you know what comes with a queen? A king, of course, and that's the next user we're gonna talk about. He is the 3rd and last all-star of the Beast Pirates and the strongest of them all. King ate the Ryu no Mi model Pteranodon fruit, which allows him to transform into a full Pteranodon and a Lunarian Pteranodon hybrid at will. In his full transformation, he's even more covered in flames than usual and gains the ability to fly at extreme speeds. He can use his strong wings as a shield to defend himself from powerful attacks without sustaining any kind of injury. King's full beast form is strong enough to either violently push back or inflict significant damage upon whatever he flies into, be it people or massive buildings, like an entire ship. How does he cut things? With his sharp beak that he can use as a spear to cut and pierce things. Additionally, his Pteranodon wing arms can also be used as blades to cut things. The next one is Page 1, and he's one of the Tobiropo of the Beast Pirates. He ate the Ryu no Mi model Spinosaurus. That allows him to transform into a full Spinosaurus and a human Spinosaurus hybrid at will. He possesses incredible strength in his beast form, particularly his sharp jaws and tail, which he can use to effortlessly wreck buildings. His hybrid form is also quite powerful, as he was able to overwhelm a kick from a raid suit wearing Sanji and send him crashing through several houses with a swipe of his arm. If we're talking about the young bro, we can't forget the elder sibling, can we? Ulti is the elder sister of Page 1, and she's also part of the Beast Pirates. Ulti ate the Ryu no Mi model Pachycephalosaurus fruit. That allows her to become a full Pachycephalosaurus and a human Pachycephalosaurus hybrid. In her beast form, she is a beast! She was able to immobilize Luffy by grabbing onto the pirate's shoulders despite his own incredible strength. Furthermore, Ulti is much tougher than other Zoans, as she was able to swiftly recover from Yamato's Raime Hake, which only briefly rendered her unconscious after a direct hit, and even remaining conscious after a powerful bolt of lightning pierced her abdomen. Next up is Sasaki, who consumed the Ryu no Mi model Triceratops fruit, which allows him to transform into a Triceratops and hybrid form. Just like Jack, Sasaki is also a fish man, so he can breathe underwater. Furthermore, with his hardy Triceratops skin, Sasaki enjoys a notable increase in durability, enough to be unfazed by heavy explosions. But there's a tiny-whiny problem. His belly, which is not that protected, turns out to be a weakness for Sasaki, which can be exploited by the enemy. As a Triceratops, Sasaki uses his 3 big sharp horns to charge at his opponents to pierce them. Now let's talk about our beautiful angel, Black Maria, another one of the Tobiropo of the Beast Pirates. Black Maria ate the Kumo Kumo no Mi model Rosamigale Gravogeli fruit. This allows her to transform into a full Rosamigale Gravogeli, a prehistoric carnivorous spider, as well as into a human spider hybrid. She has several spider abilities, including the ability to walk on walls and ceilings with her spider appendages, as well as having poison barbs at the end of her spider legs. She's able to shoot out extremely sticky webs from her body that she can also use to trap and bind her opponents, as well as create a shield of nets. Her webs can even be made into an intricate series of traps, so no matter where someone steps, they will get captured. Her webs are also flammable. Honestly, after knowing all of these, I think she's just a walking red flag. Coming up next is Who's Who. Who's Who, also known as Who of the Droplets, is one of the Tobiropo. Over a decade ago, he served as an agent of CP9 before his failure to guard the Gomu Gomu no Mi led to his dismissal from service and imprisonment. Who's Who ate the Neko Neko no Mi model saber tiger. That allows him to transform into a saber-toothed tiger and a hybrid. His saber-toothed tiger attributes also vastly enhance the versatility of his Rokushiki, like letting him utilize his fangs to shoot out moss-shaped biting shockwaves that rip through anything they hit. If you don't know what Rokushiki is, it's a fighting martial arts style in the One Piece universe. So far, so good. Now we're in the top 3 of the list. Let's start the real fun. So, at number 3 is Kaido, aka the world's strongest creature. He's the Governor General of the Beast Pirates and formerly one of the 4 emperors that ruled the New World. Kaido ate the Uo Uo no Mi model Seiryu, which allows him to transform into a full serpentine azure dragon and a human dragon hybrid. His full beast form is massive, roughly the size of a small town. It's covered in extremely durable blue scales, dramatically increasing the tremendous natural ability of Kaido's body. As a dragon, Kaido is capable of creating special clouds called flame clouds and uses them as footholds, allowing him to move through the air. These clouds can also be used to lift other objects too. Not some small tiny things, but a freaking island out of the sea. Like a general dragon, he can also release devastating blasts of fire from his mouth, which can instantly obliterate large structures, or at least deal significant damage to them. And if you think these things are great, this guy can literally coat himself in a layer of heat so intense, it can instantly melt substances that come in contact with it. It's like a heat armor. If you think my guy Kaido is limited to only flames, then you're wrong, because he can also release other elemental attacks. Like from his mouth, he can release bolts of lightning by roaring, or invisible sharp wind blades by blowing. By twisting his massive body, Kaido can also create tornadoes, which can blow his enemies off the battlefield and into the air. No wonder he's top 3 on this list. He has mastered his devil fruit to the level that he can access some of his draconic power without needing to transform, such as generating flame clouds to levitate Onigashima. Next up is Sengoku, a former fleet admiral of the Marines succeeding Kong and preceding Sakazuki. He retired from his leadership position after the Summit War of Marineford, but remained in the Marines as an inspector general. Sengoku ate the Hito Hito no Mi model Daibutsu, which allows him to transform into a giant golden Buddha. In this form, Sengoku's limbs grow out of proportion, giving him abnormally large arms and relatively tiny legs. His entire body takes on a golden hue, similar to a polished gold statue. Sengoku can transform into a golden Buddha, but we don't really know the fullest extent of what the power actually does. In the Marineford arc, he did a shockwave to all of Blackbeard's crewmates. Would it be weird to believe that the shockwave he used was actually a one-handed Rokugan that Rob Lucci used twice against Luffy? With only a single indirectly connecting punch, Sengoku was able to make the Marineford execution platform collapse, despite the punch being cushioned and blocked by Gear 3 Luffy's inflated belly and Mr. 3's stronger than steel candle wall. Now it's time for the number 1 one user in this list, and that is none other than Monkey D. Luffy. Do I even need to give him an introduction? I don't think so. Let's talk about his Devil Fruit. Luffy's Devil Fruit is revealed to be the human fruit, a mythical Zoan type connecting him to the legendary sun god Nika. Nika's legend mirrors Luffy's character arc of liberating people from suffering, showing Luffy's emphasis on individual freedom and his refusal to let others suffer. Luffy's Gear 5 is known as the most ridiculous power in the world, and no other Devil Fruit can compare to it. Here's what you need to know about its powers and significance in the story. The fruit's major strength, as demonstrated by Luffy, is that the user's body permanently adopts the properties of rubber. Their body can stretch, bend, bounce, inflate, and twist, much like said substance. Talking about its awakening, the user undergoes a drastic transformation, where their hair and clothing turn white, their hair resembles flames, their eyes resemble spirals, and gained ringed pupils, in addition to steam wrapped around them. Similar to Luffy's Gear 3 and 4, the user can alter their physique without needing to inflate their bones or muscles. Luffy's Gear 5 even allows him to manipulate the environment into rubber. However, unique to this fruit is that it can extend to living things, as Luffy could influence flesh as if it were rubber too. We still have a lot to see from Luffy's 5th gear, and some exciting battles will be taking place in the future. Click the subscribe button to stay updated and never miss out on our new uploads. Did you know that Luffy went to the Dragon Ball universe? Click on this video to know 24 hidden secrets about One Piece that you definitely did not know. Come on, click it.